Won't be home for Christmas, won't be there with you. I'll take my Christmas dinner on a train. Remember all the happy years when all we shared were happy tears. We'll always be there to comfort me on Christmas Day. You can turn the lights on now.
It's the spaceman coming at you again, landing in your area. I don't really have to announce myself this way. I just get tired of the whole thing. I just want to be more real, you know. And why not use my real name? My real name's Andy. Everybody knows that. Most people know that. And tonight I'm smoking my Big Ben Cafe Noir. And I'm smoking a Kansas City Pipe Club Selection Chocolate Silk, which is a very good chocolate aromatic blend. And I want to talk about a video that I did a few days ago about a local shopping mall about a mile from here. And it just seems to be like desolate most of the time. And a lot of the stores that are in the mall are not the stores that, not a lot of the reasons that I went to these malls in the first place. And many of those stores are gone. Of course, you don't have an arcade anymore. I'm not really into video games anyway, but this video is really going to be more about the post-holiday season and the fact that this is now the 12th day of Christmas. It's the last day of Christmas, and it's a tradition that me and my family have been carrying out every year after New Year's Day. And that is going to the malls and buying calendars, whatever's left at the calendar stores or the kiosks or the bookstores. They mark everything down 50% off, and I can usually find something decent that I like. So, upon going to this mall the other day, there were no calendar stores, there were no kiosks with calendars. I was informed there's no longer any Hallmark store there because that was another store that we used to frequent after Christmas. Their ornaments would, whatever they had left in stock, would go down, be marked down 75% after New Year's. So you could get some really, really good deals if the stores were there. But they weren't. So a lot of these malls, the record stores are all but gone. I mean, they disappeared. And this mall over here actually still has a record store, FYE. You know, not really a big deal of a record store, but it's a record store, and they sell DVDs and CDs and some vinyl, small vinyl record section. And so little by little, the stores that were at the malls, that were the reason that I frequented the malls, are slowly but surely disappearing. Meaning that eventually I'm probably not going to go to the mall anymore unless it's raining or the weather's bad and I want to take a walk or I want to eat something at the food court or I got to go to the store for my iPhone, which is in the mall. But for the most part, I don't frequent the malls anymore. So, but tonight, or last night rather, we decided we were going to take up pilgrimage and go to Brandon, which is about 40 minutes from here, 30 minutes. And there's a huge mall there called the Westfield Mall. And It's pretty big. It's not 2 stories. Some of the big box stores on the that surrounding the mall, that connected to the mall, have 2 stories. The mall does not have 2 stories. It's still a big mall. So when we got there, to our surprise, we noticed this place was like a madhouse. You couldn't even find a parking place. Um, so upon entering the mall, we found 2 places that had calendars. One was a kiosk in the mall, and one was a Books a Million. The mall was very crowded. They look like they're doing very, very good business. So I don't foresee that mall having any financial collapse in the near future. It seems like it's an economically sustainable area. So the downfall was, upon speaking to the merchant at the calendar store in the middle of the mall, the kiosks, she informed me that the Hallmark store was still there but was closing very soon. So I'm like, wow, here we go again, right? So when I ventured around the corner to that store, it was already closed. And there was a sign there saying, thank you for 32 years. And they're gone. Why? I don't know, because we have a Hallmark store right up the road here that's in town, a gift shop. So why they're dying in the malls, I don't know. I can't begin to tell you, because that's contrary to what the demographics used to be many years ago. The mall stores would survive, but the in-town stores seemed like they didn't. But that was where I lived in New Jersey. So every year we had this tradition. You know, you got today's the 12th day of Christmas, it's Epiphany. So anywhere in between New Year's and Epiphany, we would make this journey. And it was still part of Christmas for us. It was still part of what we celebrate. We were still celebrating Christmas, still lighting our lights, still lighting our tree. And we would purchase some, maybe I might find a few ornaments that I favored and bring them home and actually take them out of the box and actually hang them on the tree. Because it was still a celebration going on until the 6th. And then the 6th would come, and that would be the last day that I would celebrate Christmas. My birthday's on the 9th, so sometimes I would light the lights on the 9th, but not always. So, when thinking of this mall over here the other day, I'm just pondering the fact that some of this lack of people in the mall could have been due to the post-holiday thing going on. You know, the business drops off quite a bit after the holidays. That was usually the trend. But it sure is sad to see stores. The mall we went to last night, there's no record store. There's no Hallmark store. And I don't know, there's probably a Spencer Gifts in that mall, but I'm not totally sure of that either. I haven't not checked that out. There used to actually be stores that would open during the holiday season, even Halloween and Christmas, which would be special stores that people would rent. They would rent the space, and they would have like all Halloween stuff or all Christmas ornaments, and it's a really unique thing that they would do every year. That's gone too. Things change. What can I say? But there also used to be, and I find this very very sad, is there used to be tobacco shops in the mall. Now, where I lived in New Jersey, in the Deptford Mall, they had a tobacco shop or smoke shop. I'm not talking about the funny stuff you smoke. I'm talking about tobacco, okay? When I say smoke shop. Now when you see smoke shop, you know, more than likely it's the green stuff, right? Okay. Well, we don't need to get into that. That's a whole other topic, but so they'd have these tobacco shops in the mall, and they would have an assortment of jars of pipe tobacco. They'd have lighters, a display case with lighters. They'd have pipes. It was really cool, really unique. That's another thing that just disappeared. I mean, up until like about a year and a half ago, they had a tobacco shop right over here in this mall. Well, it was in the news agency. They sold some tobacco, and that's gone now. So, you know, are the calendars going to continue to be there? I would imagine so, probably, in the big malls. But am I going to drive 30, 40 miles away just to sit in a mall and eat at a food court and buy a couple of calendars and, you know, play with my iPhone and sit at a Starbucks? There used to be these really cool coffee shops in the mall. I don't know if you remember them. They had all these bins with all this different flavor coffee, and, excuse me, you'd take the coffee beans, pick what you want. They would grind it for you. You'd take it home and you'd make it. Big deal, right? So Starbucks basically killed all that. And now they charge what? $4 and $5 for a cup of coffee. So I just wanted to comment on that. You know, it's this will be the last day of Christmas, and this was a tradition that I always did, and it may be very well be going away. I don't know. You can still get things online, 50% off calendars and things like that. But it's always fun to be able to walk into a brick and mortar, a storefront, someplace out on the road, on the street, and a walk-in store and be able to pick up things and touch and hold them rather than just look at something on the internet. It's kind of interesting how you can sit in the comfort of your home and go on the internet and do this. Don't get me wrong, it's a convenience, but I always thought it was a lot more unique speaking to someone, especially in a small mom and pop shop. So if you look at the situation, a lot of these big box stores and a lot of these malls have put out the mom and pop shops. So it's kind of in a way coming home to roost for them now, because along comes Amazon and they're putting them under. So now Amazon is starting to set up stores out there. So I mean, it's not like the walk-in stores are a thing of the past. They may very well continue to exist into the future, just different stores. The old stores like Kmart, Corporation, Sears, they're not playing the game the right way, and they're not selling the right items, not stocking the right items, and this is why, or providing the right price for the item, and this is why they're going under. So I'm going to stop here. I've already talked long enough. You have a good one. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around the next corner. Cheers.
Nobody's here. Say, mister, could you play one for me?